Good morning. Today I woke up to headlines in the Gibraltar Chronicle about my political aspirations. And I wanted to say a little bit about this. Let me say that I have no political aspirations whatsoever. My only aspiration is what is in the best interest of this community. I have said this publicly on a number of occasions. I have also said repeatedly that today Gibraltar faces the most difficult period we have ever faced in our history. In fact, I have actually referred to this as Gibraltar facing three existential threats. Not one, but three. Brexit, COVID, and most recently, the Ukrainian crisis. In these circumstances, I think I'm absolutely right in the stance and position that I have been taking publicly, which is that the government of Gibraltar has handled our affairs in all these three key areas extremely well, certainly over the last few years. I have also publicly offered my support to the Chief Minister, his party, and the government of Gibraltar. In those circumstances, therefore, in the event that the Chief Minister were to request that I consider standing for election for the GSLP, it is something that I'm very willing to do. That doesn't mean that I have political aspirations. What I think is that in this critical period of time, all Gibraltarians should come together and everyone should step forward and offer whatever support they can in the best interest of our community. Of course, that is not to take anything for granted. Should the Chief Minister ask that I consider to put my name forward in a future election, something that I have never done for any other political party, then clearly, should I decide to take that step forward, there would be a selection process. In any democratic system, you would expect that that decision is taken by the relevant body. In the case of the GSLP, that would be the executive party and indeed the membership in an AGM. Should that happen, then the party would stand for election like all other political parties in Gibraltar, and it would be up to the electorate to decide and to put their vote of confidence, which I believe should be vested in the governing party, the GSLP. I should also say that I have no political ambitions. In fact, I am probably one of the few people that if I decide to stand for election, subject to the caveats that I've mentioned, I would have no political ambition. My only ambition is to do what is in the best interest of Gibraltar over a period of 4 years, to support and assist this community. And in those circumstances, following what I think is that critical period of time, I would happily go back to my legal practice and indeed the family life that I currently enjoy. I am at the height of my legal career and I'm very happy with my family life and the support that I have from my loved ones. The only reason for me ever to be involved in politics would be to help Gibraltar, to put Gibraltar first. Because if we don't all come together to do that, unfortunately, I think we will hit some very, very difficult period of time, and that could have very serious economic and political consequences for Gibraltar. I thought it was important for me to point this out, given the speculation that might arise as a result of some of the headlines and indeed media reports over the last 24 hours. Thank you for listening.